is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Miami Sports Vibes podcast live on YouTube with my guy Jacoby, as always, on another Tuesday edition. The Dolphins, yet another win, man. 9-3 in the season. Jacoby, how's it going, my man? And how are you feeling today, bro?
I feel pretty good, dude. 9-3 for the first time since 2001 that I was 1 years old, so I didn't even get to
Crazy.
experience that, man. It's good. They didn't start off the after 8-3 like they did last year, so I'm pumped about it. It was a fun win in Washington, and each week just gets more important from here. But I'm enjoying this ride for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got the people that are still gonna talk shit. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like we talk about on the stream. They're gonna say it's an easy schedule, but if we lose, they'll be talking shit. If we win, they talk shit. Listen, we're doing what we got to do. We're controlling what's in front of us. And 9-3 is a big damn deal, bro. 2001, man. That's that's pretty much when I first started watching Dolphins football around like 2000 2001. So I mean it's big time. I can't tell you I really remember that starting 9-3. This by far has been the most fun I've been having, watching this team since I can remember, bro. I mean, it's just special what we're doing. And I just can't wait till things start kicking up and we really start taking down those big time opponents that we've all been waiting to see, man. But we saw a lot of good things, man. You talk about how fun it was in Washington. The fans showed out yet again, another road game where they showed out. We talked about the MetLife takeover. You talked about California, how you guys do it big over there as well. Washington, another statement with the Dolphin fans just traveling, bro. And we put up 45 points, winning by 30 points, man. What are your takeaways from that game this past Sunday?
No, man, it was just awesome, dude. Right out of the gates, Tyreek Hill 70 something yards. So they didn't waste any time get rolling, dude. It was a really fun game. Yeah, like hearing from the players themselves saying that Washington was a bigger Finns fan turnout than they've ever seen, and
Crazy.
that's with you being at MetLife and me being at SoFi and Levi Stadium and seeing the turnouts there. That was just awesome. Really great representation from the Finns fans. It was a great game, dude. Sucks about a couple unfortunate injury, but I think they just went in there and completely dominated, and I think they needed it. They really needed an outbreak game from the offense, and that's exactly what they got.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it on on last week's show. We are like, we haven't really seen that Tua game that we've seen like throughout the whole first half of the season. When is that Tua game gonna come upon? Is it gonna be this game? We said it had all the chances to be one, knowing how the Washington Commanders defense is. And hell, man, Tua had one of his best performances of the season. Didn't crack 300 yards, had 280 in there with 2 touchdowns, but he really looked like, that first half Tua that we were seeing. Like he was just dialing it up, serving it on a platter, bro. 18 for 24 from the throwing it. And Tyreek, I mean, damn, bro. That second touchdown was a thing of beauty, man. How do you feel now after seeing that performance from Tua? Because you were on the same page as me. We were kind of a little bit iffy on his performances as of late.
No, I felt really good. I still feel like I could have been better from some help from his receivers. Jalen Waddle had a couple of drops, but I think
Yeah.
I think Tua just balled the fuck out, man. He was putting the ball in the right spaces, and you saw that confidence, man. He was barely even pressured. The offensive line showed out again. Run game was there supporting, taking the pressure off Tua for a little bit there. So it was awesome, dude. The confidence was just there. It didn't hold up on anything. There wasn't a play that made me think like, what the fuck are you doing? Like I did like the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I was pumped. I hope he carries us in to the next couple of weeks because we're going to need it.
No, absolutely. I've been dying to see that from Tua, and I got it, man. And I was proud, but I'm with you. It definitely could have been better. Jalen Waddle, dropping that big catch. I remember, and I'm like, damn. Remember, I think I texted you saying like, yo, this guy jumps for every ball, and
Yeah.
and it's like the one who doesn't jump, he just doesn't catch. I just don't understand it with him, man. But Tyreek Hill, man, 5 catches only, and he ended up with 157 yards and 2 touchdowns on 5 catches. It's crazy what Tyreek is doing, man. Are you ready to have? Are you there with MVP for a wide receiver, Tyreek Hill?
I think I am, dude. I think he's made. I feel like if he gets the 2,000 yard record, I don't know how you don't give it to him. Like that's
That's what I'm
just
saying.
it's never been done before. And Tyreek Hill's made it like clear and obvious since week one of this year in LA. Like he is going to be that guy this year. And it's just it's just as credit to Tua as well. Like they can argue all they want, but like if you go back and watch the film and see the anticipation Tua has
Oh yeah.
putting the balls in these spots that are just takes tremendous risk and accuracy to get there, man. He's just as responsible for Tyreek's success as this year as well, man. But I am there. I feel like, especially if he gets 2,000 yards, he needs to get. I feel like he needs to get MVP, right?
Yeah, no, I'm with you, bro. Like, especially after this past game, I know you're going against the Commanders, but bro, it doesn't matter. He's doing it against anybody. It doesn't matter if you double team him, triple team him. He said he's gonna get 2,000. He's about to get 2,000 anyway. Like this dude, it's literally not just the stats, but he's making himself the target to be stopped, and you still can't stop it. And he's dominating games. And everyone, the narrative is like, oh, anybody could throw to Tyreek Hill. That's bullshit. But if that is the way you want to go about it, then he should be the MVP. If that's the case, then look at how a wide receiver is changing the game week in and week out. And we're 9-3 because of him. And we can continue this thing rolling. If he gets to 2,000 yards, Brand, I think I'm sorry, like Brock Purdy, like what is I hear Brock Purdy's name being thrown out? Like, get the hell out of here, man. If you're gonna give it to either one of the Jalen Hurts, Purdy, Mahomes is not having a Mahomes type of season. Obviously, he's still a beast, but yo, Tyreek Hill MVP talks. Like, I'm not even being biased. I really think he deserves it, bro. Like, I
No,
really
and I
do.
don't think I don't know why it's such an argument. Like I understand the argument. They're like the media is like, look, the league, it's just simple. They're not going to give it to a receiver. And that could be a valid argument. Like we've seen receivers like Cooper Kupp didn't even get MVP with his crazy season a couple years ago. Like I
Mhm.
wouldn't be surprised, but I feel like it would just be just silly if he doesn't get it if putting up 2,000 yards. So that's just my whole take on it too. But the narratives keep switching up like over and over and over. Like people want to say Tyree carries to but then I'm like, okay, then he's an MVP, and then they won't
This
agree with
is
that take
crazy.
either. So I've just come to the realization this weekend that the narratives are never going to be satisfied. They're always
Mm-mm.
going to find some sort of narrative to make this team look bad. And you know what? By all means, like it will just be even sweeter if this team continues to prove them wrong. So
I'm enjoying every bit of this, to be honest, man. Hey, we're being talked about at least. you know, we're being talked about at least. It's been quite a while since then, bro. Before I was always like, damn, are they ever gonna talk about us? Well, they talking about us now, man. Even if it's not good news, we love the hate as well. But how about the running game, Jacoby? A Chain back in the mix, man. 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. Raheem Mostert with 40 plus yards and a touchdown. 3 touchdowns from the running tandem there. It looked like, this was the game. I'm telling you, man. Tua, the run game, like you really saw glimpses of what we were used to seeing, man. How did it feel to see A Chain and the running game get going?
it felt so great to see HN back, man. Like
Mhm.
especially for my fantasy team, just had to throw
Oh
that
yeah.
out there. But it was great, man. Like he's so fun to watch, dude. Like he slips through one tiny little crack and he's gone, man. Like he was being effective in the short yard gains too. Like he was picking up like 3 to 4 yards a carry, and it was being really effective. So I'm hoping for a breakout game from him this week for Monday Night Football. But it was so good to see him back. Raheem Mostert still being consistent, and you know what? We owe Raheem Mostert a huge apology, man. Like I was such a downer on him all year or
Same.
all off season, dude. He's been like the workhorse for this team, dude, and he's probably been the most consistent player outside of Tyreek Hill. So I've been very impressed with his play this year, and I hope he stays together for the long run this season too.
Yeah, man. I didn't really think about it till you mentioned it, but yeah, he deserves an apology from me for sure. I'm sorry, Raheem Mostert. I really didn't think that you were, you know, that special. I didn't think you would last, as long as he's lasted here. The durability issues. I always thought of him like, a solid running back, like pretty nice, could have a good game here and there. But he's been, like you said, the most consistent player. I believe so as well. Besides Tyreek Hill, bro, he's getting into the end zone, he's delivering, and he's staying healthy, bro. And he's also been a good leader, bro. You see his interviews, and I think he speaks very highly of this team, and it's just overall good dude, bro. So Raheem Mostert, I am sorry. I'm with Jacoby on this one, man. We owe you apology.
Absolutely, dude. Like, such a huge apology because I was so negative on him on
Yeah.
our first few episodes in here, dude. So, I'm even willing to stand on that. I doubted that guy, and I was such an ass. So, I mean, Raheem Mostert, just keep doing it.
No facts, man. Nah, I'm with you on that, bro. But 9-3, man. 9-3, first place in the AFC. I mean, it sounds good. It feels good. How do you feel about that, man? Do you want the one seed, or like, how do you feel about that bye week? Is this something that you want, or are you just not even worried about the
I
one?
mean, I talked about this last week. If they get the one seed, great. Like, I'm all for it. But I'm telling you, I think Buffalo is going to sneak in, and I don't want to face them first round. I'm all for the task, but I would like a solid first round game against an opponent that they match up good against, and then take on Buffalo later. But I don't want I don't want to face them week 18 and then have to face them the first week of playoffs. Like, it's just, they don't match up well, and it's a stress ride that I don't need.
Yeah.
So that's what concerns me the most. Like, if they're not going to get the one seed, I would love for them to get the third or fourth. So, because I think if Buffalo gets in, they're going to get that last spot. So, but we'll see. That's that. I'm just so up and down right now on the seeding. But if they can get the one seed, by all means, because like that'd be awesome.
Yeah, no, the one seed would be awesome, but I noticed a lot of Dolphin fans on Twitter that's all you're hearing about, man. The one seed, this, the one seed that, man. I'm all about just get in. It doesn't even matter where we place, but at the end of the day, if chasing one could come down to bite you in the ass, man, to be honest. So just I rather, like you said, I'd rather the right matchup, to be honest. But then again, just go for it, let the chips fall where they may. But basically, what I'm saying is, if it's not the one seed, like, it's okay. Like, I feel like we're putting too much stock in the one seed, finishing like, let's just let's remember who we are, man. Let's just get in there and make some noise from there. Zell says, I guess hiring people from the Niners is gonna be the thing. Gonna be the thing now. Hey, listen, D'Amico Ryans and Mike McDaniels. How about those two, man? They're doing their thing, but Rob Saleh over there it ain't looking too bright over there. So that's my
Yeah, my guy Saleh some help though, man. That's my thing. Like, that's what's opposite about. I love Saleh, and you just can't stand the guy.
I
So.
know. I know. At least you're consistent with it, bro.
I know. It's just like with Saleh, man. Like, I mean, like, yeah, it's the Jets. I hope they don't win a game, but like, Saleh is the only reason why I have any kind of love for the Jets. It's because I love Saleh. I love his personality. But I just think he needs some help, dude. But I don't know. We'll see. But then at the same time, I don't want them winning shit. So I mean, it's confusing for me.
So basically, how about if Saleh just gets a job elsewhere, the AFC East?
Yes, that'd be perfect.
That'd be good for you. All right, all right. I'm with you. I want to talk about the away crowd, man. I mentioned it a little bit earlier on the stream. We talked about MetLife, talk about California, talk about DC. Bro, are you, and you heard Tyreek Hill talk about it, man, with the home games. Like, it would suck if we're the one seed and we're not even really representing our team at home. I mean, it's something's got to give, bro. Like, why do we travel well and pack out these away stadiums but can't do it at home? To now, Tyreek Hill is calling you guys out, Dolphin fans that live in Miami. Hell, if me and Jacoby lived over there, we'd be there all the fucking time. Like, you guys got it right there. Please attend the damn home games. What do you think about our home crowd, Jacoby?
Well, I went to Miami last year for a home game, and I will say this: the bridge that separates Miami from like South Beach and North Beach, like when we were over across the bridge into the city, there was nothing sports related. Not even no Marlins stuff, no Heat stuff, no Dolphins stuff. Like we were even at a mall, and we asked like, where can we find like Dolphins like stores, and they had no idea what we were talking about. They were like, Dolphins, what? Like the animal? We're like, so I don't know. So I just feel like Miami just isn't a football town right now, and I hopefully after this season that's going to change. But it was weird, dude. Like there was some Dolphin stuff over like North Beach and South Beach, but like but like at the same time, like Heat games are always packed with Heat fans. So like that's just something I just really don't get. So I mean, especially with how good this team is right now. But that's from my experience what I saw there. It is frustrating, but I'm confident we'll show out in the playoffs. I think we will.
Yeah, I think when it comes to playoff time, we gonna pack that place up. And Heat fans do show up. They show up a little bit late, but they show up and they make that place loud, man. I do give them that. You're not really going into a Heat game and hearing chants for the other team unless you're playing the Lakers or the Knicks, unfortunately. But
Yeah, that'll probably
that's
always be a thing though.
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we're talking about two historic franchises. Like, come on, but Dolphin fans living in the area, man, go see this team, man. Go support this team. Tyreek Hill's calling it out, man. Like, this team is special, bro. Like, this is our window, bro. Like, this is our window between this year and next year, and hopefully it's this year. Things are rolling, bro. Like, things are really starting to click. So hopefully, we'll see a bigger, as the playoffs come near, a bigger crowd, man. Tell Big E to give you guys some tickets, man. He's even selling tickets for cheap, bro. Like, hit him up, man.
No, yeah, that will help because the ticket prices are insane. Like
Yeah,
I keep telling myself like every other week, I'm like, can I make it out to the next home game? Like I try to figure out like what, and then I look at the tickets. I'm like, God, that's outrageous, man. Like even
yeah.
for upper level, dude, it's not cheap over there right now. But
Hmm.
I don't know if that will really help the situation. But I mean, a lot of people. I mean, kind of like if you live in Miami, you're kind of rich, to be honest. But
Yeah.
so I mean, I don't know, but I hope that it changes for the postseason.
Yeah, facts. I think it will, bro. Because honestly, I mean, it happened for the freaking Marlins, bro. Like the Marlins don't sell shit, and when it comes to playoffs, they actually have packed it up. So I think people get hyped up. They find their way to get the playoff tickets. So we'll see. Let's talk about the defense, man. I know we're gonna running up here on time with usually we're onto our preview, but I want to talk about our defense, man. 3 sacks, 15 points allowed, a pick six. Andrew Van Ginkel stepping up, Agba stepping up in Jalen Phillips' absence. Both of them. I mean, delivering a couple sacks there. Saw the pick six, like I mentioned. How do you feel about this defense? I mean, another performance, man.
No, dude, I was pumped. Van Ginkel came in, man, and made his presence fully aware right away, man. You probably saw my tweet, dude. I said I want a Van Ginkel lifetime contract right now, dude. Like he was playing just like he was in the first few weeks when Phillips went out, and it was awesome, dude. And I think it was Agba's. I think it was after Agba's sack, he pulled up the 1-5 for
Yep.
Phillips. That got me a little choked up, but yeah, that was awesome, man. They were all playing determined. Unfortunately, a couple of bad plays led to Jerome Baker getting hurt, which was a
God, that
big
shit
downer.
sucked.
Yeah, so it was a big downer. Just feel like this team can't catch a break with injuries, dude. I'm not even looking forward to seeing that injury report tomorrow, but it just sucks. But it sounds like they're trying to get some depth in it, but it just gets frustrating, man, because Greer had the chance, dude. He had the chance to get the depth, but I'm trying not to let that irritate me because it was a fun game, and I think they're going to keep it rolling the next 2 weeks too. And then we got the big three at the end.
Yeah, man. It's just the next man up, next man up, next man up. But damn, bro. I mean, we can't afford to keep losing guys week in and week out, man. It's getting frustrating, especially from the linebacking core, bro. Like, I give shit to Jerome Baker all the time, but I'd rather him out there than anybody else, to be honest. So prayers up to Baker. Hopefully, he's back fully healthy soon. Sam Howell, 127 yards passing, bro, for the former pass leader in the NFL. That was nice to see. So yeah, this Dolphins defense, man, it's really continuing to just build off good habits, and I love to see it, man. Fangio is just as advertised. Took him a little bit of time, but he really got it together. Hopefully, he could carry that momentum to Monday Night Football, where we're taking on the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are 4-8. They have a lot of issues over there. Derrick Henry was supposed to be in concussion protocol or something like that. He's going to be active, from what Mike Vrabel was saying. They got Spears over there, so they got a nice little two-head monster with the running game. What are your thoughts on the Tennessee Titans and their season so far, 4-8?
They've been very confusing, dude. Like I wasn't really like scratching my head on the direction they were taking in this offseason. So I just see this as an opponent Miami can't mess around with still because they still have Derrick Henry. They still have DeAndre Hopkins who can still make plays. And I just think if you rattle the quarterback, man, you'll be fine because their quarterback play is insanely inconsistent. And I don't even know if they're trying to debate to start somebody else. But like even if Tannehill gets in there, I'm even more confident that it will be fine. But I mean, I just think this is a game where you should blow them out, but just don't mess around because you know Derrick Henry, you know what he can do. So
Yeah.
that's the only really thing that concerns me about this game.
Yeah, man. The funny thing is, when we did our previous show, I picked this to be a loss. That was before seeing how this is shaking out, this season
Yeah, and I
shaking
said you
out.
were crazy.
You did, man. But the reason why I said it was Mike Vrabel, but man, the team is god awful, bro. Even with a good Mike Vrabel, bro, it just like that team is bad. But it's crazy. They have Hopkins, they have Henry, they have a good coach. But I mean, they're trading pieces away. They're looking like they're rebuilding. They just like you said, they're confusing, bro. It's like a confusing 4-8 because sometimes the games that they win, they're like, damn. And then sometimes you look, you'll probably turn the channel, you see, oh damn, the Titans are hanging in on this game. This is a pretty competitive game. And it's inconsistent. That's the best way to put it, man. It's inconsistent. What do you think about their quarterback? You think he's the answer for them going forward?
I just don't like the system they're in. It's a run first offense. I really don't think he gets. I haven't even really watched a lot of Will Levis his play, but from what I've seen, it's just
It's a weird
like he's not
offense.
doing bad. Like he's not doing bad. It's just I don't think he's got the right supporting cast around him. Kind of like every other situation, like with Mac Jones, Zach Wilson. Just like it just doesn't bode well with him, and I just think they're all over the place right now. I think they need a real fresh restart at the end
Me
of the
too.
season and take it from there. But I mean, he can make plays. He's a baller. So I mean, I that's why I'm saying don't mess around with him. Like
Yeah.
don't let them get don't let them get any momentum, especially on prime time.
No, yeah, I agree, bro. I'm with you though. I think he's played well, but I just think the system is just weird, bro. It's too run heavy. You're not really letting your young quarterback blossom out there. I thought they were going to move on from Derrick Henry, and they actually chose to keep him. Maybe they revisit something in the offseason, get some young pieces around him because Spears can do his thing, bro. Like you got Levis and Spears. That could be a nice little young core, bro. Like just starting to build, but I think they need to just rebuild the whole thing from the ground up. They had a good little run, man. They made some noise in the playoffs last couple of years with Vrabel, knocking out. I remember Brady was into the Patriots. Derrick Henry had a crazy, crazy ass season a couple of years back, even though he's been crazy still. But they had a nice little window there. But keys to victory, man. It should be an easy win for us, but you never know. Like we talked about, you don't want to get this team going. They got Derrick Henry. They could probably protect the lead if they get out to a lead. Running the ball with him and just killing clock management. What are your keys to victory for a win?
No, yeah, my first one is like our run defense wasn't pretty against Washington, if we're being honest. So
No.
like contain the king. That is my first one. Like keep Derrick Henry out of the game plan. Just make them have to throw, build a good lead early, make them have to come up from behind. That's my first one, man. And my second one is limit the turnovers. Continue to do that. If the Miami does not turn over the ball, they are so dangerous and they probably score on every possession, to be honest with you. So please, like, just limit the turnovers. And my third is just get to Will Levis, pressure the quarterback. Our pass rush, even without Phillips, is still looking pretty consistent, and I want to see that consistency keep piling up. So I think they're pretty basic keys, but I think even if you nail one of those keys correctly, you're still going to win this game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm in agreement with all of those keys, and that first one especially. I think you do that first one, you're on your way. Because I got the same one. Just limit Derrick Henry and that rushing attack. Limit Spears as well. I'm with you. I don't think we put up a great performance against the run against Washington. You also called that Robinson was going to have a big run, and he sure as hell did. Um,
Yeah, it was like I was like, told you it's going to be either big run or bust for Robinson. Then he got hurt.
Yeah, which sucked, but it was, I want to see a little bit better run defense. So definitely, the opportunity is going to be there. So limit Derrick Henry will be my first key. My second key will be just taking an early lead. Like I mentioned earlier, man, this Titans team is weird, but one thing I have noticed is that when they have a lead, they're pretty good at holding the lead because they're able to just use clock, run the ball with Derrick Henry, and just with their physicality, they're able to hold the lead. But when you get up on them, if you get up even 10 points, normally that team is bad coming from behind. So even like a 10-point lead, like just taking advantage early, setting the tone early, and I think you're on your way to victory. And my third key, not really a key, but just let Tua cook, man. Keep letting Tua cook. Like we saw him cook last week against Washington. Keep that going. It's a prime time spot. Let him keep feeling himself. I want to see confident Tua. Just let him cook out there. Let him be himself and just deliver. Because like you mentioned, bro, there was not one play where you're like, oh, Tua, what are you doing? And there's always at least one of those. And there was.
Yeah.
Let him get into a groove and continue, man. Those are my keys. How do you feel about those?
No, I like them. I think they're really good. I think an underrated key to the game too would be is winning the special teams game. We need a punter, dude. Like I have not liked our Jake Bailey at all. I think he punted from the 20 and got it only to the 50 or something like that. But it was bad, man. Like you gotta win those kinds of parts of the game too. And our special teams has been a lot better than last year. And Jason Sanders has kind of been keeping it together the last few weeks, but no silly mistakes on the special team game either. I think that's an underrated key.
I think that is very underrated, bro. And it's, we're not used to seeing punts a lot, but you're right, bro. Like the times that we do see Bailey out there, it's kind of not like, it's like, damn.
Because what worries me is giving Tennessee good field position for Derrick Henry just to run it down our throats. Like that's what kind of gets me a few times.
Yeah, and then when push comes to shove in the playoffs, bro, when people are scheming against us, we're gonna have to win those battles, and it becomes a game of like, it's like chess, bro. Like you have to just play the game, bro. You got to play field position. Like we're not just gonna go out here scoring 40 burgers in the playoffs, So hopefully,
we'll see. We almost did last year with Skylar Thompson.
Bro, that is so true. I forgot about that. You're goddamn right. But definitely special teams underrated for sure. I noticed that the Titans their defense is pretty much middle of the pack as far as giving up yards when it comes to passing and running. So they're just pretty much just like we said, just an inconsistent average team that at the end of the day, it's any given Sunday, even though the game's on Monday. Control what you can control, man. Don't let them get any sort of momentum at all. And definitely limit Derrick Henry. Score predictions, though, man. How do you have this game finishing out?
Yeah, I'm going to have Miami scoring 30 points for the third consecutive week. I think the offense doesn't struggle. But I think the defense would probably only struggle is if the offense scores quickly, like they kind of have been. So I'm going to have this being a 35-17 point victory.
Okay, cool. I like it. I'm like I said, I know I said Titans like an idiot earlier, but I'm switching my pick. I got the Dolphins winning this game. I got them putting up 30 as well. I got 31 to, I was gonna say 31-17, but the defense has won me over a lot. I'll say 31-14 on Monday night. Should be either way, should be a good one, and hopefully a Dolphins win. So
and a Kansas City win too.
that is right. That's right. Go KC, man. I love watching Buffalo lose, bro.
Yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, a Kansas City win and a Miami win the next 2 weeks will clinch the division. So
it's getting
Kansas
closer.
City wins this week, and we win this week in the Jets. Wouldn't that be awesome to clinch against the Jets at home?
Oh,
that would be awesome.
That would be sweet. That would be freaking sweet. Damn, man, that's crazy because we both said we're going for this division. We both predicted the Dolphins to win the AFC East before and everything happened the way it happened, bro. Like we were on it. We wanted all the smoke, even with everybody out there, even with the Bills. We thought the Bills were going to be better. We still were confident in this team, and it feels good. We're right there. Just got to keep the foot on the gas, man.
Absolutely.
But we are on to week 14 fantasy football advice, fantasy football segment from Jacoby, his stardom, Sid'em. We're at the last week right before playoffs. Jacoby, how are you feeling about your squads? How are you feeling about the playoffs coming up? How are you feeling about this week 14?
Yeah, like I told you a couple weeks ago, I had so many players on a bye this week. I was freaking out, and I was in it. I lost by 12 in our league. Derek Carr was the only good quarterback available, and he put up a shit show for me. So ended up losing by 12. Wasn't pretty for me, but I'm 8-5. I did clinch playoffs. So now I'm just playing for seeding in the last game of the season. So I'm excited about that. And my other league as well. I'm currently the second seed. I got Deebo Samuel and Tyreek Hill in that league. So they're kind of carrying me right now. So I'm kind of confident about that. I'm 8-5 in both leagues. So I'm doing pretty good.
Nice, man. And in our league, I'm going to sneak in the playoffs. It looks like With a win, I'm in. If not, I have to have one of our other guys has to outscore me by I think 58 points. I don't think that happens, so I should be good. I think I snuck my way in there. And in my other league, I'm being carried by AJ Brown and Tyreek Hill, bro. That tandem has been carrying the hell out of me, bro. Tyreek Hill's a freaking monster, man.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man. And shout out to Troy, by the way. Troy in the chat, he helped me out. I needed him to win, and that made my fantasy playoff chances just go to from about 50 to about like 93. So shout out to Troy in the chat, man. But how are
There
we
you
feeling
go.
about these stardom sit-ems, man? Starting with the quarterback
Yeah,
position.
man. For my quarterbacks, I'm giving this guy a second week in a row who's been just fighting for their lives over there, and it's been a great comeback by Russell Wilson. I'm going to give him another start, put up 15 points against the
Russ.
Texans. The Texans, who are not ranked, good on the defensive track, they still have been not a terrible defense to me. So I think that was a good start. And then my second one, Justin Fields, going up against Detroit, who are 28th against quarterbacks. I think he has a solid bounce back game for the Bears. So those are my two quarterback stardoms. And going to my sit-ems, I think these ones are pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to go with C.J. Stroud for the first time. Just because they lost Tank Dell and a lot of the other guys are kind of banged up right now. So I'm gonna give CJ Stroud the sit this week. I don't like the matchup either. And then going to New Orleans, who is just a flaming shit show over there.
Yeah.
That's gonna be famous Jameis. I'm gonna sit him as well. I unless you have Alvin Kamara, you should be staying away from every single same player over there. And those two players, CJ Stroud and the famous Jameis, they're going up against the top two ranked defenses against quarterbacks. So
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's pretty simple.
Yeah, Winston against the top defense that could get really ugly real fast, bro. So I'm with you on those, and let Russ cook. Look at Russ
I
making the
know, dude.
yeah, man. Let's go. How about the running backs?
Yeah, for my running back, it's he's another one who's currently carrying him right now, and I think all the offense is going to go through him with Joe Burrow out. So Joe Mixon going up against the Colts, who are ranked 29th, and he's the RB6 now, so give him the start. Austin Eckler, who hasn't been having the year we're all used to seeing, he's the RB26, going up against Denver, who are last in terms of defense against running backs. So I think those are two solid starters right there.
Okay, who are you staying away from?
Yeah, for my sit-ems, first off, Kyron Williams going up against Baltimore, who has just been lights out against running backs, man. They're ranked 9th right now. He is the running back 12, but I don't like the matchup. I don't like anyone going up against Baltimore, so that's an easy sit-em for me. And then my second one was kind of tough. There's a few I wanted to switch off it for, but I'm going to give it to Rachaad White, going up against the number 1 ranked defense against Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay has just been so good. No, not Tampa Bay. I'm sorry, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta's just been so good against the run this year on defense, and in fantasy, it's been hell. They're only averaging about 15.8 points a game to running back. So that's an easy sit-in for me too.
All right. And what about the wide receiver position?
Yeah, wide receivers. This one's obvious. I don't see anyone sitting him, but he's my favorite start of the week. Going against Philly, who got demolished last week. CeeDee Lamb is the wide receiver 3, going up against the last ranked receiver defense. I think he's going to feast because they got exposed this week, dude. That was bad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my first start. And then my second one, going up against Seattle again. He already had a feast of him on Thanksgiving. I think he's going to do it again. Deebo Samuel.
Yeah.
I think those are two great starters right there. If you got him, because Deebo, who's the wide receiver 25, he might make his way into the top 15 probably the next couple weeks. So we'll see.
He's been turning it up.
Yeah, he has, dude. It's been awesome. And my sit-ems. So my sit-ems were, they were kind of up and down, but, I kind of like the matchups this week in terms of some, but I took the safe routes. I went no Nico Collins against the Jets. I think with Tank Dell being out, it's going to put a lot of the tension on him. And then I also went Nakua, who's kind of banged up right now, and going up against Baltimore, ranked number 5th against defenses. So pretty simple ones for me.
Yeah, no, I think I could see those. There's going to be a workload on Collins. They're going to key in on him, and then Nakua in Baltimore, especially, it's tough to play there. Rams feeling a little bit good about themselves. I think the Ravens are. I think they're coming off a bye, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So look
So
at
they're
that,
gonna
man.
be
So
fresh.
yeah, I'm with you, man. What about the tight ends?
Yeah, this guy, he's just been killing it for me, man. I picked him up on the waiver claim, and he's now the tight end 9. I think he's going to do some wonders for me in the playoffs. Jake Ferguson, I'm going to give him the start. He's going up against Philly, who have just been awful on the passing defense overall, and I think Dak's been favoring Jake a little bit more. So him and CD are my 2 favorite targets for Cowboys this week. And I'm giving this guy his final chance. I've tried to start him twice. Give him some props. Didn't show up, but he's going up against the last ranked tight end defense. You got to show out this time. Gerald Everett, come on, man.
Hey,
Come on. Give me something. I've had your back like 3 or 4 times this season at least, man. Like, come on. So, and then my sit-em's pretty simple. Taysom Hill. I don't want any Saint, and Taysom Hill really irritates me sometimes. So, and Carolina's ranked 7th against tight ends. So nope, no thank you. And Evan Ingram going up against Cleveland. We all know what Cleveland can do, and especially without probably Trevor Lawrence this week, get him out. So those are my start sit-ems. Last regular game of the year, and we're going to playoffs next week. So we'll see what happens.
You bring out the money, man. You called Evan Ingram to have a good game. I said he was going to get into the end zone, and both things happened. But yeah, without Trevor and going against the Browns, I definitely think this is a sit-em spot. We got a question here on the chat from George Playo1. He says, "Hey guys, I have a Chiefs defense, but the last 2 weeks they gave me just 2 points. Should I drop them for any of these defenses? Saints, Texans, Eagles, Packers, or Vikings?" Jacoby.
The only defense I would take out of those are the Saints or Packers. No, not Packers. Saints or Eagles. But give me one moment, Gregory. I'm going to look at Kansas City's remaining schedule to see if that benefits you. Because, God, they got torn apart by Green Bay, and I did not expect that. After Buffalo this week, they got Patriots, Raiders, Bengals, Chargers. I say keep them. I think they'll tear apart New England and Vegas. Bengals is hit or miss without Burrow, and you won't need them for the Chargers game. So I say keep it.
Yeah, and you're going against Josh Allen this week, so you're gonna get a couple picks in there, man. Josh turned the ball over.
Yep.
So that's coming your way, man. So I would agree with that, man. Only one that I would probably think about, Eagles, because of the names that they have out there. But then yet again, they also been getting,
and they just did get Leonard. So I mean, there's some hope there.
Yeah. So that's the only thing. Jacoby, couple quick hitters before we talk about little scoring predictions. I'm in a poll where I'm in a pool where I'm doing my straight picks and all of that, and I'm in second place in a pool right now. Hopefully, I keep it, to win a big prize. Hopefully, I get to first place, but I'm about 5 games up, but I'm holding on by a thread to second place, and I'm okay with finishing second place. A couple games, bro, where I'm stuck, and I want to see where your head is at. Just on who wins here. I'm gonna give you the ones that I have trouble with, and you let me know how you feel about it. First one that I'm having trouble with is Bucks and Falcons.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons on that one.
Okay.
They're fighting for playoffs right now. That division is so wide open, and they are the more talented roster in my opinion. So I just don't got faith. Where are they playing at? They're playing in Tampa or Atlanta?
They're playing in Atlanta.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the Falcons.
All right, it gets harder now. Stay with me, bro. Stay with me. All right, Colts at Bengals.
Man, that's a tough one.
Dude, these are hard, bro. That's why I want to see where you're at, bro. Like, who would you pick to win this game?
Those Colts are still in there, man. They're still fighting.
Yep, 7-5.
They playing in Indianapolis or
no? In Cincy. And Browning looked pretty fucking good yesterday.
Yeah, you know what? Give me the Bengals. I think Mixon has a great running back matchup, and they've been kind of feeding him too. So I'm gonna go with Bengals because they're right there in the playoff seeding too. They're actually they both are, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Bengals.
Yeah, it's a toss.
Don't blame me if you lose.
No, I'm not. I just want to see where your head's at. Next one, Jaguars at Browns.
Browns.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Browns for sure.
And then the last one that I had,
if Jacksonville wins, I'll be very shocked.
Let me see. I got 3 more. Vikings at Raiders.
Battle of the mid right there. Shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro, I'm struggling with these.
Man, after seeing Dobbs last week, I think I have to go with the Raiders.
Right?
Are they in
Okay.
Vegas or Minnesota?
They're in Vegas.
Give me Vegas.
You
Give me
see?
Vegas.
It,
Yeah,
it
because
it's tough.
yeah. Ah,
Uh
shit. But then Jay Jetta might come back. I don't know.
oh yeah, yeah. Okay, let's say Jefferson plays. Go Vikes.
Maybe, but Dobbs needs to show up, dude. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. He's
I don't
looked a little
know.
that insanity wore off.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Dobbs just cracking in Vegas, man. That's a tough atmosphere to play in.
I think they're coming off a bye too.
Yeah, so yeah, give me Vegas.
Yeah, tough one. We both on KC over Buffalo and KC, right?
Yep.
Coming off a loss. Oh yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I feel like Buffalo will win this one.
Yeah.
I've kind of been thinking that all week. I think Buffalo wins this one, but if they don't, like, then it's wraps. Like,
Yeah.
if Buffalo can't win that one, because Kansas City don't scare me, man. Like, we should have beaten them, man, but
We really should have.
Buffalo looked really good against Philly, but Philly's defense is some dog shit. So,
Yeah.
man, that's tough.
So
I think Buffalo wins this one. They're coming off a bye too.
Broncos Chargers in LA. If it
Give me the
matters.
Broncos. Chargers
Yeah.
are such a mess.
Yeah, they really are.
6 points against the fucking Patriots.
Yeah. And then Eagles, Cowboys. Cowboys are at home. They're 6-0 at home, and they also lost to the Eagles earlier this season already. Does Dallas win?
I think Dallas wins this one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Interesting, bro. But you see, this is why it's confusing because there's a couple, like, for example, the Vikings are favorite. You're picking Raiders. The Chiefs are favorite. You're picking Bills. The Chargers are surprisingly favorite. You're picking Broncos. This is why I needed your help because it's a weird week, bro. So I wanted just to pick your
I
brain.
just don't know how Kansas City can be favored. Maybe because they're at home. Because
I think that's what it is.
Buffalo looked really good against Philly. Like, I hate to say it,
Yeah.
they looked really good,
It's
and
only 2.5.
they got hosed on calls too. So
Yeah.
your best bet is that they crack at Arrowhead. Like, that's your best bet. But I'm saying this right now: if Buffalo can't beat Kansas City, they're fried. They're done.
I could see that. That'll be trouble, bro.
Yeah.
All right, Thursday night football, bro. The 2-10 New England Patriots
Oh my
taking on
God.
the 7-5 Steelers in Pittsburgh.
How did this game not get flexed? Holy shit!
Right? Like, come on. Who the hell is gonna watch this, bro?
Patriots and Steelers, you said?
Yeah, I mean,
Give me the Steelers 17-3.
Yeah. The Chargers just beat them 6-0.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that. I thought my TV was like randomly just froze.
I don't know how you watch that game and
It was
let them go play on primetime, dude.
Bro, I had that in one of the boxes, man. Oh man. I had that in one of the boxes and I look and I'm like 6-0. Bro, was that the final score?
I would have flexed Kansas City and Buffalo, dude. Like, because
Yeah.
like I would have put that on a primetime game. So I mean, I don't know, but
Something, bro. I mean, I'm looking at these matchups. I mean,
like I don't get the matchups either. Like Green Bay and Kansas City over SF and Philly for primetime. Like, who made that? Like,
that was weird. And then you got 2 Monday night games. Did you know that? What the hell is that?
Who was playing with us?
It's us, and then we got the Packers Giants at the same
right.
time. Like, what the hell?
I hope we wear our aqua colors this Monday.
I hope so. I think they should throw back it up.
I'm tired of the whites, man.
Oh my god, yeah, same. I think everybody is, man. I'm with you with Steelers beating the Patriots, though.
Yeah.
You said 17-3?
Yeah, give me 17-3.
I'm with you. I'm taking that same score, bro.
Okay.
17-3. I will not be watching, but salute to those who are, man. I'm pretty sure
I can't even watch the Finns game this week, man. I have a game.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I have a road game too. I'll be checking in on my phone. Actually, no, I'm coaching my team and JV, so I won't be able to watch that game at all.
What's your record, coach?
1-1. Had a very devastating game yesterday. There was like 3 fights.
Oh.
Not pretty, but we got some. They took my 2 best players because I'm coaching freshmen, but I'm also JV assistant. They took our 2 best players at the beginning of the season, but we got them back today. So looking to bounce back tomorrow. So
All right, well, but best of luck, coach, man. Do your
yeah,
thing, bro. You
yeah,
implement your system, bro, and
absolutely,
get these boys in line, man.
absolutely.
All right, Jacoby, I appreciate you as always, man. Taking the time
Yeah, man.
and
I
doing what
hope
we
we're
do.
talking 10-3 for the first time in my life. That'd be insane. I hope we're talking about that next week.
Yeah, and then I think, did we predict this team to have 10 wins only?
I predicted 11.
Oh, okay. I think
11 or 12. I think 12. Yeah, I think I predicted 11 wins and Buffalo to get 10
yeah, I
as
don't
well. So
I have a feeling I said 10 and
we'll
7
have to
and
go
we
watch
win.
back. We'll have to go watch back that. See
Yeah.
what that.
But hey, man, 10 and 3 would be absolutely amazing. There we go. Good luck, Jacoby. Yes,
Thanks, man.
sir.
Appreciate
Yes,
it.
yes, sir. But yeah, man, 10 and 3 would be awesome. Let's see if we could get things done. Jacoby and I will be here next Tuesday. Keep it locked in. As always, we appreciate you guys. Please hit that thumbs up button for us. It helps us a ton. Thanks for chiming in the chat. Thanks for supporting us. As always, go Dolphins. Fins up, everyone. Peace out.